Look at that. That's real nice. It's on a paved road. They keep the grass cut. Nice 2 acres of property. Now, if you're a young couple and you're looking for a homestead, and they got a nice school system in those areas, this is in Florida. And they said the neighbors are very nice. So you can find deals like this if you keep watching, and if you save your money. You have to start somewhere. It's clean. The toilet is clean. Everything is clean. Okay, this is a nice piece of property. Now, I didn't do a lot of investigating. I didn't do no investigating on this. I wanted to select a property so I can discuss this video. But you can find something if you keep looking. But you have to first start saving your money. And it's the mindset. Uh, Living in this life, you have to have the right mindset. $28,000, 3 bedroom. I don't want to live in a mobile home. This is 2 acres of land. Nice, beautiful land. 2 acres. You can live in this for a little while and build your home on this property. Also, build you maybe start growing crops. Maybe have a few chickens if that's what you want to do. Homesteading. That's what this is all about. Begin to change your words. Change your attitude. Change your attitude. Change your mindset. And begin to plan and begin to focus. And begin to do things that you really don't want to do. But that's when you begin to step out using those stepping stones. You know, if the grass is green, you have a job. Get you a lawnmower and start doing lawn services. You got to start somewhere. See, that's a stepping stone. A lawnmower is a stepping stone. Uber is a stepping stone. McDonald's is a stepping stone. Walmart can be a stepping stone for you. There's Walmarts everywhere. Well, that's a stepping stone. You don't have to stay there for 20 years or for 5 years. You can make it stay there for 1 year and save some of that money up. I'm not going to make enough. You see, that's your problem. You got the wrong mindset. Well, at least once a month, everybody don't need this, but some of the people that we're talking to does need it. So you can change your mindset. At least once a month, we're going to select a property from the MLS. We're not selling these properties. We're just discussing these properties. For folks that's looking for a homestead or maybe looking for agricultural property. Now, the property that I have today, I just looked online just a few minutes and I found something in Florida. Now, in your state, you may find many other properties. Properties in Florida is kind of high right now, but you can find something if you just keep looking. Where there's a will, there's a way. Okay, you always have to remember that. You have to start somewhere. You have to start saving your money. Okay, and make sure that the money that you spend is not thrown away. Now, this is a property. This is 2 acres. I don't know if you can see this. 2 acres. It's a mobile home. It's a real nice mobile home. Now, I'm not selling you these properties. This is just for discussion for maybe folks, young men, or maybe families that's in maybe 25 or 29 or 35 years old. If you want a new start, if you want to maybe think, well, I want to get into farming. I want to buy me some land. I want to buy a home. But most times you listen to people talk these days, they're saying nothing is affordable. But where there's a will, there's a way. You have to look, okay, and you have to start saving your money. You don't have to start saving up. If you're looking for a homestead, you don't have to save up $400,000, okay? I just went online in just a few minutes. I found this property here. It's in North Florida, Quincy, Florida. Quincy, Florida. That's about 27 miles away from Tallahassee. I'm sure that Quincy, Florida have a hospital and things like that, a school system. So you can check out all those things. And this just to give you an idea. Because sometimes we're talking, people think, well, that's not true. You can't do any of those things. Well, you can. If you look, if you seek, you shall find. So this property, this is 2 acres of land. Nice property. It's a really nice property. And it's a three-bedroom. Three-bedroom. Okay. And the address is also here, 939 Friday Road. 939 Friday Road. If you have $28,000, you can go buy this property today. Okay, I'm not selling you. I'm not a realtor, but this is just for discussion, for learning, for training. Sometimes we're talking, people think, well, you can't buy nothing for $50,000. You look across the country. This is a good time. Okay, if you plan on getting into homesteading, you even can find not just mobile homes, but houses. You look, seek, and you shall find. Uh, I mean, if you go to, in Tampa, Florida, maybe Orlando or Miami, you most likely will not find nothing for $50,000. But if you go outside the city limit, uh, if you keep watching, you'll find something. It may not be $28,000 like this property is, but this is 2 acres. This is in northern Florida, right outside of Tallahassee. Now you can find many great deals in that area. 2 acres of land, and it's a really nice 2 acres of land. It's, I gave you that. You can take a look at it. And I got my computer here. I don't know if you can see it, but just go to your computer and put that in. You see that? I don't know if you can see it. Okay, well, let's see here. It's a nice piece of property. Look at that. That's real nice. It's on a paved road. They keep the grass cut. Nice 2 acres of property. Now, if you're a young couple and you're looking for a homestead, and they got a nice school system in those areas, this is in Florida. And they said the neighbors are very nice. So you can find deals like this if you keep watching and if you save your money. You have to start somewhere. It's clean. The toilet is clean. Everything's clean. Okay, this is a nice piece of property. Now, I didn't do a lot of investigate. I didn't do no investigating on this. I wanted to select a property so I can discuss uh, this video. But you can find something if you keep looking. But you have to first start saving your money. And it's the mindset. Uh, Living in this life, you have to have the right mindset. You just can't say, oh, it'll never happen. Everything costs too much. Well, you don't have the right mindset for you. You need to have a mindset for you. Even though everyone else is out there saying, everything is unaffordable, $500,000, $400,000. Well, what do you want to do? What are your plans? What are your goals? You have to stay focused and reach those goals. You have to have a plan. If you have a desire to have a homestead, you can do it. You have to start somewhere. You have to start saving money. When opportunities come like this, and if you stay focused and if you have been saving your money, you may have about $15,000 saved up. Well, if I was selling a property like this and you came up to me with $15,000, will I may allow you to give me that $15,000 and put the rest of it on a monthly payment plan. If you got money, someone said that money talks. Okay, so if you save your money, don't go out there and buy that $50,000 truck and plan on buying $800,000 farm. You have to start somewhere. You have to have stepping stones. Get you some stones. You know, when I was 18, 19, they would always tell me, you know, you need stepping stones. If you're going down a road, you need to have you some stones. Get you some stones in your pocket. And every time you step, put one down. You know, you have to have stepping stones. You may have to. Uh, do you have a skill? You need a skill. You need a skill. You have to have certain types of skills. You got a driver's license. Someone say, "Oh, well, I can't find no employment. I can't find no work nowhere. I can't find a job." You need a skill. Okay, get you a skill. Say, "Well, I haven't been to college." Get you a skill. Well, you know, I went to college for 6 years and I can't find anything. Well, you need a skill that you can uh, use as a stepping stone. You may not want to be, uh, uh, there's all kind of skills out there. You can be a plumber. That's a skill. You can make money as a plumber. You can be your own, uh, you can be a contractor. So there's many things that you can do, but you have to have the right mindset. You need to stop saying I can't and start saying I can. You have to say I can. There's many opportunities passing you by every day. Every day. You may be saying I can't, I can't. And while you're saying that, opportunities are passing you by every day. You have to say I can. I can make it. I can do it. I will. You see, you have abilities that the Most High have given you, and He's given you a brain, a mind, and He's giving you grace so you can make it in this life. You didn't just come in this life with no abilities. You have God-given abilities, and you can make it, but you have to believe it. No one owe you anything. No one owe you nothing. You have to make your way prosperous, and you can do that. But you got to stop saying I can't and begin to say I will. Get you some stepping stones. Okay, get you some stepping stones. That means you need a skill. Get you some skills. Begin to refine the skills that you have. And maybe you can be a plumber for a little while. Maybe you can be a contractor. You may want to be a farmer, but you have to start somewhere. You know, start somewhere. There's many opportunities in this country. Even today in 2026, there's many opportunities. But the problem is most people believe that they can't. They can't make it. I'm talking $28,000, 3 bedroom. I don't want to live in a mobile home. This is 2 acres of land. Nice, beautiful land. 2 acres. You can live in this for a little while and build your home on this property. Also, build you maybe start growing crops. Maybe have a few chickens if that's what you want to do. Homesteading. That's what this is all about. Homesteading. So, but you got to believe. You see, you have to see. You have to have a vision. Stop saying I can't and start having a vision. Speak words of confidence instead of speaking negative words. Why do you think people are trying to come into this country? Because there's many opportunities. There's many opportunities. Even in 2026, there's many opportunities. Stop saying you can't and start saying I can. And start saving your money. Don't go out and buy that $50,000 truck. Maybe go out and buy you a $10,000 truck so you can reach your dreams. Don't give the automobile companies all your money. That just spend $10,000 and invest the rest. Save the rest. Put that towards your dream. That belongs to you. You can do it, but you got to stop saying I can't and start saying I can. Start sowing some seeds, stepping stones. Get out from where you are. Stop begging. You have to stop begging and start doing. It's no harder now than it was 50 years ago. You should have the mindset that I can make it anywhere I go on this planet. Why you can? Because you have the grace to do it. You have the abilities to do it. Anywhere you go around the world, you have to believe that I can make it. You have to believe that. No one owes you anything. You have to invest in yourself. Invest in the correct words that you speak. You can start a homestead if that's what you want. You can start a farm if that's what you want. But you have to have some stepping stones. Your driver's license. Stop saying I can't find a job. I can't find. Well, if you got a driver's license, you have a job right there. Well, I got a driver's license, but I got so many points. Well, you need to, you know, focus. Stay focused. Your driver's license alone is money. If that's all you have is a driver's license, that's money. Okay. And if you got a skill, it's easy to get skills. I hear people all the time, oh, it's so tough. I don't know what we're gonna do. What you mean? What you gonna do? You're gonna make it. That's why you're here. You're not here to fail. You are here to make it. Anywhere you place your feet on this planet, you can make it if you believe it. Only you yourself is holding you back. You have to believe that you can. You got a driver's license, get out there and go to work. Put your hands to something. Begin to build something. You have to begin to build something. And that starts from the inside of you, inside your heart, and inside your mind. That starts from the inside. Start saying you can. Okay, you can do it. Notice many people are saying that, I can't make it. I don't know what we're going to do. Everything is so tough. I don't know what we're going to do. What you're going to do is you're going to rise up and you're going to make it. That's what you're going to do. Begin to change your words. Change your attitude. Change your attitude. Change your mindset. And begin to plan and begin to focus. And begin to do things that you really don't want to do. But that's when you begin to step out using those stepping stones. I don't care if you sitting around saying, well, I can't find a job. You can find a job. I can go anywhere right now today and find a job. I'm not looking for one, but I can. There's jobs available. If the grass is green, you have a job. Get you a lawnmower and start doing lawn services. You got to start somewhere. See, that's a stepping stone. A lawnmower is a stepping stone. Uber is a stepping stone. McDonald's is a stepping stone. Walmart can be a stepping stone for you. There's Walmarts everywhere. Well, that's a stepping stone. You don't have to stay there for 20 years or for 5 years. You can make it stay there for 1 year and save some of that money up. I'm not going to make enough. You see, that's your problem. You got the wrong mindset. Well, at least once a month, everybody don't need this, but some of the people that we're talking to does need it. So you can change your mindset. If you can just start putting dollars away, after a while you have $5,000 saved up. Okay, and then you have $10,000. Just use 2 stepping stones at one time. And then you have about $25,000 saved up. And when a piece of property like this comes, 2 acres, you can purchase this property and maybe sell it in about 3 or 4 years and go out and buy a larger property. That's what this is all about. You got to have the right mindset. Stop saying that I can't and start saying that I can. Where there's a will, there's a way. Well, this is Willie. Talk to you later. Goodbye. Don't forget to like and subscribe.